Hey, Taurus, Mel, Intuitive Coach here, excited to bring in your April 2025 career and money reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome. Thank you so much for being patient with me as my voice returns, and thank you for your well wishes. Hopefully my voice isn't too scratchy for this video, but I am getting a message here for you. And the message, Taurus, is you were built for success. You were built for this. So whatever it is that is shifting or changing in your financial world, I feel like you have what it takes to go big. You have what it takes to basically shoot for the stars is what I'm getting here. It wouldn't surprise me to see the star or even the world, something big here in your reading. And I see some sort of offer coming in. You have the treasure, which is about worry-free finances, having money in reserve. Now, this could be where you're at right now, or it could certainly be what you are wanting to build upon. And this could also be about planning for your future. But I feel like this is actually closer than you think. All right, it's coming in closer. I don't feel like this is a decade out, even though some of you may be feeling like you still have another decade or two of work. The piece of financial freedom is coming in sooner, meaning you don't have to retire when that financial freedom comes in, but I certainly feel like you don't have to worry. All right, let's see what we have here. Four of Pentacles. That is about consuming. And there's the world. How interesting. It's actually in the mouth. So you may be looking at the economy. You may be looking at what's going on globally or in the world at this time. But I actually feel like you're making a choice to not let the negativity consume you because you have the Two of Swords here and you're making a wise decision. I feel like you're thinking about how can I make my money grow while I sleep? Or how can I make my money multiply in some way? So we have the sun. I mean, that's pretty big here as well. So that's the foundation. I just said you were built for success. This is the foundational energy that you have here. And if the sun's not success, I don't know what is, but the sun is all about abundance. The sun is vitality and success. So that is beautiful coming in here for you. What's in the recent past? We have the Temperance card, karma. The Temperance card is all about balance, all about self-control, and it can be about patience as well. So it's taken you a bit of time, right? It takes time to grow and to build and to learn and to evolve. But I just feel like there's something manifesting here out of good karma for you that you've been working so heavily towards. And look at that. You have the 10 of Cups above you. This is the ultimate blessing. It is you having a career, having a job that you love, or being able to spend time with your loved ones, with your family. It is the ultimate gift. And it's showing up right above you. I told you there's something quite magical that is brewing here for you. But you may face some uncertainty because you do have the moon here. And we are in unprecedented times. And I feel like you are questioning, what's going to happen around the world? What's going to happen in the economy? Am I still going to have a retirement account? Or am I still going to be living in this county or this state or this country? And I feel like I keep getting free. You're free, or you will be liberated. Look at this. There's the 10 of Pentacles. I have not seen both 10s in a reading for quite some time. So Taurus, the fact that this is showing up for you makes perfect sense because Taurian season starts in April. This is a new trip around the sun, quite literally here with the sun in your energy. And I feel like you're thinking strategically, but also you're thinking from a place of trust. It feels like there's trust. And maybe that's what was missing in the past, or you weren't leaning as heavily on that. And your outcome is the 9 of Cups. Beautiful. That is 1 away from the 10, which you have that 10 showing up above you. So you have a wish coming in. Let's dive into your reading. You have the treasure chest, worry-free finances, money in reserve, having more than enough and being able to share in your wealth, share your time, share your energy to focus on the things that really matter most to you. And that in itself is a blessing. This is about hidden talent. So for some of you, you're digging into your own talents at this time, and you could actually multiply your abundance by saying yes, saying, I'm open, I'm ready to discovering this part of myself. You may even be talking to a financial planner, or you're getting things prepared. You may be looking at wills. You could be looking at estates. With that 10 of Pentacles here, it can be tied to investments, family money, financial security. You may even work in the business of insurance or money matters in some way. But I feel like you're getting very savvy with your treasures here. And you see that there's not just silver and gold and rubies, but there's pearls. And pearls are actually formed when there is a threat to the oyster, right? When there is a grain of sand, or if there's, something that is trying to come in and affect the oyster in a negative way, what happens is that oyster throws off some sort of substance that accumulates over time, and that's how the pearl is formed. And it's through the negative that it's turned into a positive here, or it's through the factors of, trying to get the best of you, right? Something that was trying to get the best of you, you're actually turning it into something quite magical, something quite beautiful here. And you're realizing it over time, because those pearls are not formed instantaneously. They're formed over time. So this is really beautiful showing up. You may have to put yourself out there here, or you have gained a reputation, or you will grow your reputation here, Taurus. This is about you being self-made. I feel like you opened yourself up to vulnerability, which to me is our greatest strength. And if that's something you struggle with, look at the works of Brené Brown. She talks a lot about vulnerability. And for a very large majority of my life, I thought vulnerability was a weakness, right? You have to be strong. You have to do everything yourself. You can't ask for help. You have to keep going, keep pushing through. And I feel like you found the balance within that. You found that it's okay to action, right? That masculine energy, the king energy. And then you also found the balance of the queen, the feminine, the receptive. I can ask for help. I can receive it. I can find the balance between resting and pausing and moving forward when I need to, and actioning things. So there's a beautiful balance coming in here for you, Taurus. I'm getting the name here, Nicole or Nikki could be significant, but I also feel like you are investing. You're investing some of your treasures, whether this be through either cryptocurrency, maybe you're investing in land or buying a home, because you have the investor here and it's right next to the treasure. You could also be investing your time, your skills into something that really has the potential to grow into something beautiful over time. So wherever you are currently at, because you have the timing card, so I'm not sure exactly where you're at. I feel like you're closer than you think, though. You are, because you have that 9 of cups here and you have the 10 of cups right above you. So some of you, it has been a bit of a waiting period. This has been a bit of divine timing at play, but I also see that you've had to kind of fight off the invaders in a way, just like that pearl. And you have seizing the moment. This year for you, and I say this year because a lot of you may be sun sign Taurians, or you may have a rising or a moon or any other placement of Taurus in your chart. But I feel for a lot of you, this cycle, this trip around the sun between now, this Taurus season, and next Taurus season, this is it for you. This is the time to seize the moment. You've gone through the waiting game, the waiting period. Some of you may have even been laid off, but your outcome here is the feather. And this is my Aquarian energy here, and we are in the age of Aquarius, but it's about abundance, right? It's easy money. It's working smarter, not harder. It's also divine intervention. And I feel like some of you have a parent, maybe even a father. It could be a mother or a father, but I'm getting masculine energy here in the spirit world who is your biggest cheerleader. Someone is really cheering you on at this time. They may have had a very strong work ethic, but I feel like they're proud of what you've accomplished and they want you to enjoy your life more, maybe more than they were able to. This is about air related. Some of you could work in the aircraft industry. For others of you, this has to do with travel or real estate, or maybe this is a long-term dream of yours. Even though there's a bit of indecision with that moon coming up, I feel like you are being divinely guided. This is beautiful. All right, we have, oh my goodness, would you look at that? We have some debt being paid. For some of you, this is a loan. It could be a small loan, a business loan. It could be a vehicle loan, maybe your mortgage. Perhaps it's some credit card that it accumulated over the past 5 years or longer. I feel like you're able to pay it off this year. This is wonderful because that is you not having to worry about that. You may even be looking at investors or people who know what they're talking about when it comes to finances, when it comes to money. Some of my favorites, I love Mark Kohler. Maybe you're looking at Dave Ramsey, or you're just finding solutions to benefit you when it comes to your finances. And I feel if you listen to wise advice, whether it's advice that you are learning or you are teaching yourself or someone else is teaching you, I feel like you will be better off and you will get some debt paid off, if not all of it. Someone could be buying a new vehicle. Now, it's interesting because you would think by purchasing a new asset here that you would be more in debt. But for some of you, I feel like you could be paying cash. Okay, you could be paying cash for something that you want or need. Now, this new asset, it doesn't have to be as big as, a home or a vehicle, but it could even be, a new electronic that you need for your company or your business. It could even be something that you need in your home, such as a washer, a dryer, a dishwasher. I feel like you have the financial funds to be able to pay for it outright. And I also see that if you are purchasing it where you make payments, I see that there's no interest. So it could be like interest-free for a year or something of that nature, and you'll be able to pay it off without accruing that additional interest. All right. Now, for others of you, even if you are taking out a loan, I feel like you're going to pay the loan off before the loan runs out, right? You may have the money down the road or now to make double payments or to make a balloon payment in some way. So new assets is showing up here in a positive way. because it's right next to the debt being paid. Now, some of you have a new job offer coming in here. If you have been wanting a raise or a promotion, a new role, if you've been wanting to work for a new company, or even if you are a business owner, I feel like there's an opportunity being offered to you here, and it looks really good. Now, of course, the only two challenging cards that kind of stick out really have to do with fearing the unknown, right? The Moon and the Four of Pentacles, because right now you may feel like you're caught up in what's going on externally. We all are at this time, but there's this level of trust, trusting in the divine plan, trusting that you are built for success. That was the first message that came through for you. And with all of your external cards here, right? All of the cards that are working through these fears tell me that on the other side of fear is freedom. And here's the offer. There may be a deadline. Some of you, I feel like you've approached the end of a deadline. Now, this could be a physical deadline. Perhaps it's time for you to get some paperwork in. I mean, April, it can be, April 15th, tax season. So you may be tying up some loose ends here, but I feel like you get everything in just in time. I also feel like you hit the deadline. You're good. It just feels like you are good here. And there may be some anxiety around it. Like, what if it's not on time, or what if I miss it, or what if I can't make it? But you are going to make it, and some, because you also have here, Taurus, the money tree. And they say money doesn't grow on trees, but what I do feel, and it does, right? It's paper. But for some of you, I mean, the money tree is not just showing $1, $5, $10. It's showing $100 bills. And I feel like you are changing how you view the energy around money. That is going to make the world of difference. And some of you are deciding to live maybe below your means for a little while, because that could put you in a more favorable position down the road. For others of you, you are receiving property income is what I just heard. So maybe you have more than one property, or that is a dream of yours. But the money tree is beautiful, because I feel like you will have what you need and some. I mean, it's the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. It is the overflow of abundance here. And not only that, I feel like you're going to spread the wealth. Now, it doesn't mean that you're giving money away. Some of you could, but I feel like it's sharing how you got there, or sharing your good fortune in some way through, acts of service or acts of kindness. But I feel like you are embracing the money tree here in the highest good. It's for the highest good of all. And by doing so, there's plenty more where that came from. And I know some of you may be thinking, Mel, this is such a woo-woo reading. It's so far out there that it's not believable. But that's the type of mindset that you're shifting into. Again, is I'm going to shoot for the stars. I am going to go big, right? Because you only have two options here, right? Go big or go home. And I feel like you don't want to consume yourself with things that are not important, or energy that drains you. That's why you have the Four of Pentacles showing up here. This is about you managing your resources and finances, maybe reining them in a bit and saying, is it really worth that, having that membership that I never use, right? Or is it really worth me focusing on, the loss that's happening over here, or turning on my social media just to see everybody talking about politics or economics or whatever it may be. I feel like you are focusing on your own growth, and it just feels like you're not letting something consume you, because you have the Two of Swords right on top of it. So it's like you have the information that you need, both spiritually and physically, to make some informed decisions. And for those of you that are like, Mel, I don't have enough information. I don't know how things are going to go with the moon. I feel like that's why that trust piece is so strong, so pronounced here in your reading, because the Four of Pentacles is, yes, protecting your assets, but not in a way that feels like you're hoarding or hanging on so tight because there's a fear that you're going to lose everything, right? You're hanging on, you're being wise, but I also see that you are gathering newfound information, okay? Because the Two of Swords is about decisions, thoughts, intellect. It's about communicating and teaching. It's about the mind. So if you are wanting to learn, wanting to research, make sure that you are digging your mind into things that are going to help you grow, not drain you. And that's why the Two of Swords is crossing your path. So what's below you here, again, your foundation is the sun. Great times lie ahead, right? Get out in the sunshine for some of you. Get out in the sunshine, go for a walk, get your vitamin D in, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Spend time with your children, your grandchildren. You see here the horse. Horses to me represent freedom. You have the dolphin here. This is playfulness and fun. You have the turtle, slow and steady. You have the dog here, which is about being loyal to your path. And you also have the kangaroo. The kangaroo takes leaps and bounds, right? There's something here about maybe making a big jump. Okay, so for some of you, this is going to be a big jump or a big increase by making some new choices that are going to help you out, not just now, but significantly down the road. In the recent past, you have the Temperance card. This is again about moderation, not overdoing it, not over consuming, right? Consuming yourself with maybe shopping or going to extremes in how you spend. I feel like you learned the art of, again, divine feminine and masculine, hanging on, letting go, and finding that action versus receptivity and finding the flow and the balance between it. And that's what the Temperance represents. That's why she has the yin and the yang energy there. Now, what's above you? You have the Ten of Cups, gratitude here. Ten of Cups is the ultimate blessing. It is emotional fulfillment here. I feel like a lot of you have been reflecting on what makes you happy. How can I bring in money doing what I love? How can I move forward and spend time with the people I love and find that balance between maybe my personal life and my professional life? Here it is. And you got the whole world. And it's interesting because she has the moon here as well, because this is a very emotional energy. But you also have the moon here as well in the near future. So it feels like you're embracing the moon. That's what she's doing here on the Ten of Cups. And the moon, it says, the way ahead may be a little bit foggy. So you're watching your step. I see you doing that with the Two of Swords, but you're not consuming yourself in that fog. You're not letting that fog trip you up where you lose sight of who you are. You're not attaching your identity to anything external. You're really moving through the fog with confidence, with trust, right? That's that trust piece coming in again. Because yes, there is a lot of uncertainty. There's going to be some anxiety, even though you have highly favorable cards here, does not mean that you're not going to feel at times a little bit stressful, a little bit of anxiety. But as long as you watch your step, right? As long as you are mindful and you use your head to help you navigate, but you use your soul and that trust piece to help guide you, you're going to be okay. Not only that, you're going to be more than okay. And you're going to realize that that ultimate blessing is closer than you think. It almost feels like as soon as you step out of the fog here, something really delicious kind of blows up in a good way for you. All right. How are you feeling? You feel a little disconnected at times with the High Priestess showing up here. You feel a little disconnected from your own intuition. And I say that because not only is she in reverse, but because you have the moon here. And this is about the unknowable. So again, I feel like this is the biggest factor in your life at this time when it comes to money and finances is the unknown. What's going to happen in 5 years? Am I still going to have this home, this account, or this money? How is this court case going to go? Or how is that family settlement going to go here? What's going to happen after a parent crosses? You know, it feels like you have some what ifs, but you're asked to breathe. You are asked to tune into your spiritual tools at this time. The High Priestess reminds you, Taurus, to trust your inner voice and feelings today. And even though you do have some uncertainties here, don't let the mind trap you into feeling like you are going to lose everything. Don't let the mind trap you into thinking that everything is going to fall out and you're going to stay in that energy the rest of your life. Because yes, sometimes we have fallouts. Sometimes we have tower moments. Sometimes things end, right? But the one thing for certain is we never stay in that energy. The only thing that we can count on is change. And I do feel here that there is change, right? There is change afoot. But if you can trust in some of the bumps ahead, that you're not actually falling in, an earthquake, you're not falling in the crack where you're never going to be able to climb up. It's really just a pothole in the grand scheme of things. And as long as you watch your footing, trust your intuition here and not let external noise get the best of you, you're going to come out on top. Now, you do have the Five of Swords showing up here. And this is so interesting because as I was looking over your reading here, I did not see this card until just now. And this is in your current environment, but it's in reverse, which is good because the Five of Swords in reverse is saying there may feel like a battle in the mind or with others. You may be dealing with others who may be a little bit flashy, ostentatious, maybe even arrogant. They like to show themselves off in some way that just puts a sour taste in your mouth. Maybe you're seeing this, you're consuming this energy, right? You're seeing it, but you are also saying, I'm not going to get caught up in that. That's why it's in reverse, because this can be a very arrogant, conceited, even vengeful, manipulative energy. And I just feel like your intuition is stepping in here saying, hey, do you want to get caught up in that? You don't have to. Not your circus, not your monkeys. And some of you may be thinking, well, Mel, how do I not get caught up in that when I work with these people, when I live with them, or when it's right here in my face? That's where this sun comes in. Lean towards what lights you up. Lean on your spiritual tools. Lean on your faith. This is an opportunity for you to come out stronger. And you don't have to be drugged down. Yeah, it just feels like someone or something or some sort of energy, whether it's something you are subconsciously or maybe even consciously aware of. It could be something you are applying your energy towards that's bringing you down a little bit, or it could be someone else. And I feel like your intuition is reminding you here. Trust that inner voice. Don't let this Five of Swords put you back 5 steps, right? Because what's coming in here is the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This is your hope. This is your hope here. With the 10 of Pentacles, this is the card of privilege. It's most people's dream. The 10 of Pentacles is stability, financial security, building a legacy, long-term goals. It is the treasure chest here that you see. And I feel like you feel like it may be further away because it's locked up, right? You see that the bars are locked up, but you see the ivy that is growing on the bars there. and you see the masculine and the feminine right behind it. This is a reminder for you to trust in that feminine and masculine, the balance. There's a time for action and there's a time to step back and wait it out. Where are you finding that balance right now? It may be important to just breathe. It may be important to reconvene things at this time and ask yourself, am I where I want to be? What am I consuming? Is this helping me or is it hindering me? Because the fear is, what if I'm lost in debt forever? What if I never get to this place of fulfillment, right? It's about you shooting for the stars, Taurus, because your outcome here is a wish. Even though this can be indulgence, right? It almost feels like some of you, you've been taught you can't eat your cake. You can't have your cake and eat it too, right? You've heard the saying before because it feels like gluttony. It feels like it's too much. Am I asking too much? The answer is no. The difference is, are you asking for too much in a way of entitlement or privilege? Do you feel entitled or do you feel grateful? That is where this difference lies. It's in that energy. It's in the intention. It's in the mindset. And when you have the 9 of Cups here, the 9 of Cups is a wish granted. It is about satisfaction, serenity, peace. And I feel like you're getting a sweet taste in what some indulgence means. But right now, you may be asked to be mindful, right? Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of what you are spending your money on. Try not to listen to everyone that is telling you, go in this direction, go in that direction, because it feels like you're Gumby getting pulled, right? You're getting stretched in all different areas, maybe by family, by people that you work with. That could be that 5 of Swords, maybe even 5 different people in the mix here. Or 5 total, but it just feels like you have the ability to have this wish as long as you keep this 10 of Pentacles as your hope in the upright. You have some really beautiful things coming in here for you. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. Someone could work at the office as well, or there's someone at the office that is just maybe a Debbie Downer, someone who's very negative. Try not to get caught into their drama because they may gossip. They may have a lot that they have to say about what's going on. You may walk in the door and before you even get to your desk, they may bombard you. Did you hear what happened last night on the news? Or did you hear that there's been some new tariffs over here? It just feels like there's someone who is full of, I don't want to say unhealthy. Well, it is. It feels like it's unhealthy information or it's mistruths, or it feels like even if there's a bit of truth to something, it feels like they feed on drama and you don't have to be a part of that. You have come to the edge. Come to the edge, card 36. Some of you may be 36 years old. This is all about courage. It's about taking a leap of faith. It's about overcoming fear and accepting risk. Facing the unknown. You guys, you can't make that up. You literally have the unknowable and the unknown. And we said that was one of the biggest challenges here for you when it comes to career, money, finances, abundance, your work. The biggest challenge is facing the unknown. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find the miracles. If there ever was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it's now. This is the perfect moment. The unknown is the only choice. If you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. You guys, you have the treasure card here in your reading. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you are going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could ever imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. See, it's not just me telling you this. Spirit is telling you this, right? I mean, Spirit works through me, but here's your double proof, your double confirmation. And I feel like fear could be leading you into places that you don't want to go, right? That's what it says here. Fear could be leading you into places. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion stemming from an old belief that isn't true. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are, sucked into the cracks, sucked into that earthquake energy. I feel like you are being guided here to trust the unknown. All right. Last but not least, let's get a message here from your spirit animals. And at this time, Taurus, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale through the mouth. Hold it as long as you can and release through the mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or one that's crossed your path recently in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Taurus. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animal, whether you have 1 or 5, drop them below. I'll enter you into that free reading giveaway where I pull one winner around the first of the month. And I post on the community tab, so please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, and I also think I said take a deep breath in from your mouth. I meant your nose. I caught that after. So you have some really amazing animals here. You have hummingbird spirit. This is a high vibrational frequency, so it's important for you to stay present, but it also means rise above the fray so you can get to the sweet nectar that awaits. Be here now. Be present. Some of you may be 34 years old, 57 years old, born on the 2nd or the 17th. Is someone growing a garden? I'm getting homesteading. Perhaps you're thinking about tomatoes. I'm getting tomato plants. Maybe you're thinking of growing your own vegetables or herbs or fruits. This year, I feel like it would be a really great time to do so. Some of you may even work in the health or medical industry. I'm getting something here with nutrition and food. Be present. Drop into the body more. Go for a walk. Stretch the legs. But I'm also getting here, feel the body, like feel your heartbeat. Breath work could be very significant. And I know I've said that here. You have the crow spirit. Card 17, there's the star, right? Card 17 is the crow. Co-create with spirit, right? Spirit is our biggest manifesting partner. You have antelope. Life is speeding up, right? Life will speed up. I feel like you're unsure. You're unsure what direction things may go, but I am getting here maybe over the next 2 months. Okay, the next two weeks to 2 months, I would say things are going to start picking up here for you in a really good way because you have the squirrel. The squirrel reminds you to believe in yourself and have fun, right? Squirrels come across as a bit nutty. They're funny and they kind of go in all different directions. They can get distracted, but I feel like you are meant to laugh. You're meant to play. And also squirrels prepare, right? Preparation. They bury their food. And there's something here about food. Maybe that's why I was picking up on the gardening. Some of you may be canning or freezing. So believe in yourself, believe in your talents, believe in your abilities, Taurus. Because when it comes to finances, I feel like you don't even realize the depth of abundance and success that is available for you, that is available for you in this lifetime. I'm going to end it with the beginning message. You are built for success and you have the treasure. You have a lot of synchronicities that are playing into your energies here. So remember, trust your inner voice. There are great times ahead here for you. And even though it may be a bit foggy and maybe a bit uncertain, you have what it takes to get through these crazy times. And I feel like you will come out on top here. But you have to believe in yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. I hope this was helpful. Thank you again for your patience with my voice, and I am sending you so much love. If you like the video, please do hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell. Do drop your power animals. Lots of love to you.